Lam An Yen had never imagined that her very first day at work would begin with a mistake. No, more accurately, a disaster. Her phone screen read 8:47 a.m. Work officially started at 9, and from the building entrance to the marketing department on the 18th floor, it would take at least 5 minutes. Oh no! An Yen stood in front of the DP Group building, her breathing still uneven after sprinting all the way from the bus stop. A thin layer of sweat dotted her forehead, and a few strands of her once neatly tied hair had come loose, clinging lightly to her cheeks. She tightened her grip on the document folder in her hands. Inside it was everything she had prepared over the past month, her personal marketing plan, market research, and notes from 3 rounds of interviews. 3 rounds! 3 nights of anxiety so intense she couldn't sleep. 3 times she thought she would be rejected, and yet here she was. This opportunity, she refused to lose it, not even because of something as small as being late. "It's fine. I can still make it. I can still make it." Muttering to herself, she rushed inside. The main lobby was vast and gleaming, filled with people coming and going, but An Yen had no mind to take it in. Her eyes were locked on the row of elevators ahead. 1, 2, 3. The one on the left was open and closing. Her voice rang out, slightly higher than usual. She ran faster, her heels clicking urgently against the marble floor. "Please hold the door." The elevator doors kept closing. No slowing, no stopping. One single thought filled her mind. The person inside didn't even bother holding the door? She took a breath, trying to steady herself. It's not really their responsibility. A second later, but at least they could have had some basic courtesy. She muttered under her breath, just loud enough for herself to hear. Her gaze stayed fixed on the closed doors, a flicker of irritation rising within her. A big company, yet the employees are so cold? The moment she finished, the elevator doors in front of her suddenly opened. An Yen froze. For a split second, she forgot how to react. The man inside came into view. He stood straight, one hand still pressing the open door button, his calm gaze directed outward until it landed on her face. No expression, no annoyance, but not approachable either. Her heart skipped a beat. Oh, for some reason she suddenly felt a bit uneasy. Did he hear that? Or not? There was no time to think further. She quickly stepped into the elevator, moving to one side to keep a polite distance. "Thank you." Her voice was softer than usual. The man didn't respond. The elevator doors closed again. The space instantly became enclosed and silent. An Yen stood upright, eyes fixed on the floor indicator, but her mind was elsewhere entirely. She could feel it, the presence of the man beside her. Too clear. Too overwhelming. She glanced sideways. He was nearly a head taller than her, dressed in a simple black suit with sharp tailoring. A metallic watch peeked out from beneath his sleeve. Refined, but not flashy. His face was very handsome, but not the warm kind, the cold kind, cold enough to make others instinctively keep a distance. An Yen quickly looked away. He probably didn't hear. It was just a quiet mutter anyway. She tried to reassure herself, but the more she thought about it, the less sure she felt. The elevator began to move. The numbers on the display ticked up. 1 to 2 to 3. No one spoke. The silence was uncomfortable. An Yen swallowed, trying to break the tension. Thank you for holding the door earlier." This time she spoke more clearly. The man tilted his head slightly. His gaze swept over her, briefly. "It's nothing." His voice was low, short. That was it. An Yen nodded, but immediately after, she didn't know what to say next. She wasn't usually bad at communication, but in front of this man, she had the feeling that anything more she said would be unnecessary. The elevator reached the 10th floor. The closer it got to the 18th, the faster her heart raced. not just because she was worried about being late, but also because of the strange presence beside her. She glanced again. At that exact moment, the man looked down as well. Their eyes met, just for a second, but enough for her to instantly look away. Great, caught staring. She pressed her lips together, pretending to focus on the floor numbers. The elevator stopped. Ding! 18th floor. The doors opened. An Yen stepped out first, but after just 2 steps, she realized the person behind her stepped out as well. Same floor. She paused a second. Just a coincidence, probably. The 18th floor corridor was noticeably quieter and spacious than downstairs. The marketing department sign was clearly visible ahead. An Yen let out a small breath. Finally, she had arrived. She adjusted her clothes, took a deep breath, and walked toward the office door. Just as she was about to knock, a low voice sounded from behind her. "Lam An Yen." She froze. Her whole body seemed to lock up for a second. How did he know her name? She turned around. The man stood not far from her. His gaze was as calm as it had been in the elevator, but this time there was something else in it. Sharper, clearer. "Yes," she responded instinctively. "I'm TRing Fong." He paused. Head of marketing, also the person directly in charge of the new interns. The air around her felt suffocating. An Yen stood still. Her brain took a few seconds to process. Then, click. Everything fell into place. The elevator, that muttered complaint, that look earlier. All of it. She opened her mouth, but didn't know what to say. For the first time in her life, Lam An Yen felt that she truly wanted to turn back time. TRing Fong watched her stiff expression, a flicker of something unreadable passing through his eyes. "Be well prepared for the first meeting." He turned away. "We'll be seeing each other a lot." His footsteps were firm as he walked off, leaving An Yen standing there, frozen, with only one thought in her mind. Did I just complain about my own boss? And just like that, Lam An Yen's first day at work officially began, with a mistake she would never forget.